Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beach's Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. I am David, and today is July 31st, 2024. It is FOMC day. Yes, in just a few hours, Powell will be walking up to the podium and possibly saying, we gonna be cutting rates in September, fam. And the markets are going to pump out of control. Anything other than that, markets will dump. Goodness. I just almost died. It'll be all right. Choked on air. That's cool. Anyways, good morning, guys. How you doing? Blackie Chan in the house. The only one here. That's all right. It's all right. I wish you'd say it just like that. Good morning, Rakinos. There we go. Fear and Greed Index sitting at a 61 for the entire crypto market. Almost. You died, huh? Yeah, almost. Yo, Justin Eubanks. Hey. Good morning, fam. Good morning. So, yeah, I hope Powell just comes out and's like, hey, man, we gonna be cutting rates. Hola, French Toaster. Haven't seen you in the morning in a while. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. All right. Bitcoin is sitting at 65,990 under 66. We've got Ethereum sitting at around 3,300. Let's go ahead and go to the Forex Factory. Tony Surfprano. Good morning. Jins Cerulis. Good morning to you. Pink hands. Justin Eubanks throwing those waves in the chat. So, what did the Bank of Japan do? What did they do? Bank of Japan press conference. What did they do? Did they hike? Do I have to go to yesterday? BOG rate. They did hike. Ooh. Japan hiked. JPY dumped. USD JPY dumped, which is bullish for the yen, bearish for the dollar. So the Dixie dumped too. Yep, Dixie dumped. All right, so that is bullish, but did that tap? It did. What? Wow. I drew some crazy stuff on here. Okay. All right, so we've got the yen. Well, we've got the dollar dumping against the yen, which is exactly what we wanted to see, because dumping against the yen, then that means the Dixie dumps, and the Dixie has dumped. If the Dixie dumps, our assets, risk-on assets, go to the upside. Now, Dixie's already looking, it's already been down quite a bit. Now, if this is bear flagging, then it's got plenty more downside to go, which could happen if we are to get the announcement from Powell that we will be cutting rates in September. And I think we will be bullish up until the next FOMC in September. And then we cut rates, possibly get a pump off of that, but then things could most likely we could get a nice pullback off of that. To be fair, though, Japan had rates at 0 longer than we did, and they're now scrambling to make up for the rate hikes they never made. Yeah, but they by increasing their rates, the dollar or the yen goes up. Just like when we increased our rates, the dollar went up. So when the Japanese yen goes up, now this is the USD versus the yen, so it's going to be opposite. Look, hold on. We can hit this little cogwheel right here and invert the scale, and this is what it looks like. This is the yen against the dollar. This is what it would look like if it was JPY USD instead of USD JPY. So this is the Japanese yen versus the dollar. Now this kind of looks like just a little rally. We did get above this high here, so that is yeah, kind of have close to equal lows over here. I don't know. This, see, the Dixie looks like it's more, is this still inverted? Hold on. See, it looks like it's at a bottom. And USD versus yen looks like it's at a bottom. Like it's pushed down to the downside. It's taken out all the, it's took out this low, took out a bunch of necessary lows. So we could see, man, it's gonna be a crazy day, I think. I think we're gonna see a lot of whipsawing action, price action, up and down, all around. It would probably be best. We got the rates at 2 p.m. Eastern. Then we have Powell speaking at 2:30. It would probably be best to wait until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time before making a trade or just letting stuff play out. Well, we are in crypto, so we can let stuff play out a little longer because we're 24/7. So we can give it a little time, maybe 30 minutes to an hour after Powell speaks. Once the dust is settled, then we can try to find a setup. But as I have a feeling that during today's press conference, that thing is going to be a little erratic. Could be wrong. Of course, let's go to the Bitcoin. Now, I would be, if we're pushing towards the downside, I'd be looking for a bounce off of this upwards support. But what I would want to see is a close above this upward support. So we can still fall through it and just like clear these lows, dip into this candle here, and then come right back up and close above. From there, I would probably go ahead and take a long. But if we close below it, I would be careful. If we close below it, get a pullback, and can't close back above it, short. We go short. Open to here. Break down from here. And then there we go. Price target of $60,500 is what I would be looking at. But from there, I think we would likely reverse. These do tend to break to the downside. These broadening wedges do tend to break down to the downside. But I don't know. Price action could get really quick, really fast. Could get really fast, real quick. You know what I'm saying, right? They also just loaded up their treasury with U.S. bonds a few months ago, and when that didn't save the yen as much as they wanted, they were forced to raise the rates. Yeah. There you go. There you go. All set down. All set hood. Oh my goodness. So Bitcoin, let's go. This is the 4-hour. All right. What can we see? What can we see? Me and my degen. So you can't even see what I was doing down here because it's all on the it's all on the 1 minute. All right, get rid of all the noise. There we go. All right, so we've currently tapped into a fair value gap over here. Now we do we have other, hold on, let's go back to the economic data. Okay, so we have the ADP non-farm payroll at 815, and then we have employment cost index at 830. So if any of these, so what we were wanting to see is weakness in the economy. We want to see the ADP non-farm employment change beat 147K. Why? Because it shows a weakening labor market, which is what the Fed wants before it decides to cut rates. Employment cost index. It's a leading indicator of consumer inflation. When businesses pay more for labor, the higher costs are usually passed on to the consumer. So if they're paying more for labor, what does that mean? It means what? What does it mean? Someone tell me, because my brain can't think right now. Frequency, let's see. Change in the price businesses and the government pay for civilian labor. So if they have to pay more for civilian labor, then the labor market is strong? Yes. So we want this to be lower, right? Yes. Chicago PMI, pending home sales. That's a big one. We need to watch this one. We need sales to be down. If sales are up more than 1.4%, then that is showing that the labor market or the employment market is strong because people are able to buy houses. So we want the pending home sales to be down, less than 1.4%. Anything and everything, that's going to be a big one. Anything that's the red folder, we want these to come out in a way that shows that the economy is weakening, because the Fed will not consider cutting rates until the economy is showing signs of weakness. So there you go. So that's what we want to see. That's what we need for the Dixie to go down, which in turn, because they are inverse correlated, would lift our risk on assets up to the upside. So, because the dollar becomes less valuable, because assets are becoming more valuable. And there we go. So this kind of came to a screeching halt a little bit. I got a feeling we're going to see some trickery today. So what I think could happen is we will get that on the economic data. It will say, all right, economy's weakening. We're looking good. Then something else is going to hit, and maybe it makes us drop. And then the FOMC comes out. Yeah, we're paused. Yeah, we know. But what does Powell say? And he needs to say, we plan to cut rates in September. Not we're thinking about cutting rates. I mean, that would be a little bullish itself. But we want to hear him say, we plan to cut rates in September. But the only way that's going to happen is if we get the economic data that tells us the economy is weakening. So, could be a lot of trickery today. What I will be looking for is high volume candles, especially on like the lower time frames. Just looking for high volume candles after a move. So let's say that Bitcoin comes up and clears these highs, puts in high volume. Well, if it rejects with an engulfing candle in here, that is when I would take a short and just write it down to the other side, down to the low. We've got the New York Open right here with the W pattern right below it. I could definitely see actually this exact price action playing out, because we do have all these highs up here with resistance right above it, an area of supply, red rectangle. There we go. Then we have another area of demand down here. And we have these equal lows where stop losses are resting. So I would not be surprised to see this exact move, possibly even coming up and just going ahead and sweeping these highs, and then rolling over, and then coming back here down to the downside to sweep these lows. Would not be surprised to see this exact price action. Good morning, Alexandra G. Trickery, yeah. Be a lot of trickery by those market makers. Those market makers. Do a little zoom out real quick. Let's go to the 1 hour. Give us a little bit more insight on what we're seeing on zoomed out. So this little move right here, could definitely see that. Question is, would it come up, come down, and then continue lower into another area of interest, being this fair value gap on the 4 hour? Let's go to the daily, see if we have any daily FVGs. Of course, there's one right here on the candle that broke this high over here. So if it's on the one that broke this high, then I'm going to pick that one right there. What is this? This is annotation, price label. Top of that is $62,461, $62,500. I would set, I'm going to set a limit order there. For sure. Let's go ahead and throw up a fib on here so we can see what. Okay, so that's also right here. We have the 50. Whoops. Lock your fibs. We have the 50% retracement right in that fair value gap, right at about $61,800. So I could definitely see that coming up in the future. Yeah, things might be a little shaky, but we'll see. I'm hoping for God Candle. I want God Candle today. FOMC, wee! Otta gang, Mr. Autoboss in the chat. What up, Alex? Good morning to you, sir. You got to take a quick look at your favorite project XRP if you have the time. I've got 5 minutes. What is XRP doing? Is it exploding? Because it's been moving. Oh, yep, show is. Oh, my goodness. $1.65. This thing's going to get rocking, man. Telling you. Telling you guys. It's about to get rocking. Don't come a knocking. Get ready. Get ready. There it is. Get ready. Darren does things. DDT in the house. What is going on, my guy? Good to see you, man. Get ready. XRP is going to $4.12. I think a lot of stuff is going to get rolling. Let's go ahead and go over to the total 3. How are we looking over here? This is your altcoin market X. So this is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Looking for this to get a breakout. So we've already got our spring on our Wyckoff accumulation. So just looking for a breakout during the sign of strength phase. We are in the sign of strength phase, so we need to see a sign of strength. This is what we need. Now, what I'm worried about Bitcoin is that we come up and we just clear these highs here, and then it pulls back, and then everything pulls back. Okay, everything pulls back, but alts hold well. Alts hold up pretty good. Okay, then on Bitcoin's retrace, alts go absolutely insane, and if that happens, then this turns over and it's done. We're done, at least for the year. Because we got a long way. This is what I'm hoping we don't get. This is my bearish scenario where we just come up, sweep these highs, and we just roll over. But alts go insane in Bitcoin's retracement, and then it's all done. This is my that's my bearish scenario. Yeah, we get above 70K, we just put in higher time frame divergences. Yes. If we go to the weekly, we can see the momentum is pushing to the downside. If it breaks up here at all, especially right here, that would give us a bearish divergence, because that would give us a little bit of a higher high, and then we have our oscillators would be putting in a lower high, and this is on a weekly chart, so could definitely be it. At least for a little while. So just be prepared is all I'm saying. Just be prepared for this to be a real scenario where it just barely breaks 70K, just barely breaks these highs, but and then rolls over. I mean, it's a very real scenario. So it's unfortunately, it's not always sunshine and rainbows around here. So but I have seen arguments that Bitcoin is already topped that are really compelling arguments that I can't really say, no, that's not, no, there's no way. So, just saying, do not be surprised for us to just sweep these highs and then roll over. Could definitely, absolutely see that happening. But I gotta go. I gotta get ready for work, guys. Thank you for coming. Thanks for showing up. If more countries adopt XRP for payments to get around SWIFT sanctions, she will explode. Yes. What goody, Top G? I gotta head to the fiat mine. Y'all have a great day. LBC, check your DMs. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, fam. Thank you for joining me this morning. Be safe at 8:15. Hold on, let's check out those times. 8:15, 8:30, 9:45, 10. Now, these will have impacts today, okay? Usually sometimes when you have same economic data coming out before the Fed funds rate, that it doesn't really move the market. I think these will. Especially pending home sales at 10 a.m. So, but just look for equal highs or highs to be taken and then a rejection. So to feel confident in going in a short, or the opposite, a dump with high volume, picking up, getting yourself a market structure shift. Go watch my video on market structure shifts and look for that on the lower time frames. And then if you get it, then you can play it. You try to play it. Just use a tight stop loss. Always use a stop loss in general. Don't risk more than 1% of your account. Maybe not. Maybe three. But today's a little low probability on the trade. So just be careful. Be mindful. Use proper risk management, and you'll be okay. I will do my best to try and partake in today's trading because we should get some volatility, and we'll see. My work doesn't really allow it. Like, I have to work and not trade. But it is what it is. It's a lot of fun. Today, I might not be productive. Just saying. Anyways, I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical day. Mad love. I'll see you guys in the chats. See you in the Discord. Join. Link is in the description. It's free. Follow me on X at Winter Beaches Crypto. Mad love, everybody. I will see you later. Have a great day. Ride the waves. Peace out.